What's up, my crypto legends? Is it happening? Are we finishing this pattern of three peaks and a domed house, and we are going to come down to 27, 26, and even below $25,000? This is what we're going to talk about in today's episode, going through the steps here of this pattern to see if it is possible. Remember, we do have the interest rate decision on Wednesday, which is very likely going to be 25 basis points. The DXY is already having a pretty nice run up. I'm going to show you if we do break some resistance levels, how this could massively affect the Bitcoin price to the downside, and the DXY is likely going to be bullish in the next coming weeks if we do break this resistance, affecting the price of Bitcoin. We're also taking a look at lower time frame scenarios here on the price of Bitcoin, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We do daily TA on Bitcoin crypto, also do live streams to connect with the community. I'm not a financial advisor, do not buy or sell anything that I say. If you do so, do your own research. Let's dive in here straight into the chart of Bitcoin here on the 4 hourly, and just going through this range. The first time we were talking about this pattern, we were trading above $29,000 just a couple of days ago. Right now, we're having a little bit of a corrective move on Bitcoin, and I'm going to explain how the $28,000 range is extremely large support. Okay, we could get a short-term bounce from these levels, but overall on higher time frames, I do think that we could go to higher levels. So as you can see here with the picture above me, all right, we can see the steps here of the three peaks and the domed house. Now the domed house is pretty perfect, all right, and the consolidation before this pattern, okay, to finally get that massive corrective move is just very likely. It is not a perfect pattern, okay. I did get a bit of hate, by posting this pattern, okay. This is like an old school pattern, all right, and it's all about sentiment. People get extremely bullish when we have been trading for a few months, okay, but we just need to consider, okay, the actual trading scenario, okay, where we do have, slightly higher highs. We're starting to create a lower low here, as you can see from this consolidation, and everything points out that we could have that small little capitulation of several $1,000s on Bitcoin. Just saying that there is a lot of similarities here on this pattern, and this could be that lower high before we eat up all of these lows right over here. It's just absolutely classic. People are in denial, think that this is not possible, but overall we are checking the chart and this is very much possible. Remember, when we capitulate, when there is a sell-off, it takes hours or just a couple of days when you have been, building up that uptrend for several weeks, and it can be eaten up in days, okay? Usually the market drops faster than it pumps. So we just need to be aware of this scenario, guys. Of course, now if we do start dropping, okay, eating up 27, 26.5 and start hitting $25,000 and below this level, this is the range that I'll start to become bullish if we do see a sign of strength of the bulls or an exhaustion on the bears, right? Signs of a double bottom scenario, exhaustion, failed breakout from the lows. That will be the moment I will say, hey guys, I'm actually bullish here at this $25,000 range, only if we do get that consolidation and if we do drop there, of course. So this is what I'm expecting in the next coming days potentially, because if this drop does happen, it should happen relatively fast, okay? This is not going to happen for me next week or in 2 weeks. I think before the end of the week, okay, we could potentially start seeing that major drop, all right, to these levels. That is something that I am sticking around, okay, thinking that this is going to very much happen. The movements of this pattern, as you can see on the picture, are just very similar, and we could be at the 27 stage here. The domed house is very similar here. We got the three peaks, head and shoulder if you wish, okay. Consolidation here is very similar before creating that domed house. Movement down aggressively to eat up the lows here. We just didn't eat, there was one last low that wasn't eaten, okay, was this one right over here, but the rest of them were. So the pattern is not perfect, of course, but it's very similar movements, okay? And remember, my favorite trading platform still is Bybit. $30,000 worth of bonus to be claimed at the Rewards Hub, guys. If you wish, make sure to sign up with the link in the description if you want to claim this trading bonus. We also have the interest rate decision happening, okay, on Wednesday. This is very likely going to have some volatility on the market. Will it be priced in or not? Well, if it does go up 25 basis points as expected, this is very likely going to strengthen the dollar. We can already see the DXY dollar index having a little bit of a pump today. And what I want to show you here with the DXY is if we do break above the 102.3 level, okay, which was this high created on the 10th of April, this is very likely going to be bullish, okay? That is the last lower high from this downtrend created the last few weeks, and it's definitely going to show some strength here on the dollar. This probably won't affect Bitcoin in the short term, but midterm, it is very likely to be affected, as if we do get that massive run up here on the dollar index in the coming weeks, okay, it is likely to affect Bitcoin to the downside. We like it or not, guys. I am bullish on Bitcoin. I have a lot of Bitcoin in spot, okay? But yeah, the reality is the reality. When we do take a look at the chart, the dollar index, okay, usually has a lot of correlation, as in, you know, if the dollar index pumps, Bitcoin usually drops, okay? Not instantly, okay? They do not have an insane correlation at the, you know, in the first coming days, but midterm, you know, after a week, 2 weeks, you can actually see, you know, if the dollar index does get a major drop, then you do see a sign of strength on Bitcoin, okay? So, like I said, when we do take a look at the dollar index here on the 4-hourly chart, okay, we can see, you know, these lower highs right there. We have a bump phase, all right? This could also be a bump and run scenario with a huge, massive double bottom created in between February, March, and April, as you can see here, also counting January. So we've got this bottom scenario right over here. We can see the signs of selling exhaustion and a possible round formation here for a double bottom and a breakout of the lower high resistance trend line from this bump and run scenario pattern. If we were to see a sign of strength on the dollar, I know a lot of people are in denial. Yes, inflation. Yes, this inflation is getting, inflation is getting into control. Okay, you like it or not. Inflation was at 10% last year. Now it's all the way down to around about in between 5 and 6%, if I'm not mistaken. So it's gone down significantly, and it will likely to go down, okay, in the next coming months, all right? So, of course, this is going to bring some strength to the dollar again. We like it or not, guys. And, yeah, everything points out that there could be this possibility, okay? Something just to be aware in the coming weeks. It's been absolutely beautiful seeing Bitcoin, okay, with this run-up, but we could see some turbulence, all right, on our way, as you can see here on the chart. I am extremely bullish on Bitcoin mid-long term. Short term, we could see some dips here, nothing to panic about, all right? The market moves in waves. We've had beautiful waves to the upside the last few months. Now, why not have that wave, okay, to the downside, to hit some lower levels, and all depending on that consolidation that we do create, okay, whether it is at 25, 23, 22K levels, all right? If the market starts dropping beneath the $22,000 range, that is will be very, very scary in my opinion, right? Just scary as in, yeah, we could be seeing, 20K and even 16.5K. I don't want to be an ultra bear here. I'm still bullish. We're in an uptrend, okay? I'm just thinking that we could see a little bit of a larger correction here after this massive run up we've had for the last few weeks, guys, not going to lie. We also need to remember that we're hitting one of the biggest resistance zones that we do have, all right, looking at the last few years on Bitcoin. It was the huge support from 2021 and 2022 where we had a large consolidation in May before having the major drop, okay? So that is a very strong level that we are just been hitting for the last few weeks. So it does make sense that we could see a little bit of turbulence here and have a major correction. Jumping to the chart on Bitcoin on the lower time frames, I am a day trader, I'm a scalper, I'm a swing trader, okay? I do get into short positions, all right, at high levels such as 29,600 after seeing a failed breakout. I can explain this, and also get into long positions, all right, at some big support levels such as $28,000 range. I'm going to explain, all right, the short and the long scenario in a nutshell. basically when we did have, okay, the highs being taken right over here, this was just yesterday, all right, the highs were taken at 29,880. This high over here, this created a failed breakout, okay, and a failed breakout usually is a good sign to enter a short position, in this case to the upside. But right now, I'm still holding some of that short position and just entered a long position, protecting position, of course. I always protect position once I am in some decent profits, all right, or we've had a nice percentage move. The most important thing in trading is risk management. You like it or not, you can be the best technical analyst in the world or the worst one and have very good risk management. And the one that has good risk management can actually make some gains at the end of the month. So I'm saying I'm not the best technical analyst guy in the world, but overall I have very good risk management, and this is what keeps me in the game, okay, in the game making gains. So what I want to explain right over here is, yeah, of course, we actually talked about this the other day. I think this was yesterday, that this 28,028.1k level is a very strong support. First of all, when we take a look at the volume profile, we left a significant amount of volume from the price that was created in between March and April, okay? From the 19th, 18th of March to the 10th of April, this large consolidation left us a nice present here, a very nice spike of volume. These spikes of volume create that point of control, okay, and gives us usually a relatively good support level. Now, even though I'm leaning slightly bearish here for the next coming days, short term basically, but extremely short term, yeah, we could get that bounce. We could bounce up, back up above 29k and even try and hit, again, these highs at 29,800, get people bullish again and potentially, say, well, this is it, right? This is actually going to break above it and go to the highs of 31k. Well, no, we trade the range and we have very good risk management. So basically, right over here, like I explained, the reason of the short, yeah, it's a failed breakout from these highs. You have very good risk management, tight stop loss, okay, just in case the trade doesn't, it doesn't come into fruition. Overall, when you see the stop loss against your potential profits, it's absolutely huge. You're making 4, 5, 6 to 1 risk to reward. Also, here at this support level, because I'm leaning more bearish than bullish, I am very defensive with the long positions, even though this is the point of control from March and April. Even though we are hitting the 618 from this low to the high, you might think, wow, this is absolutely golden. There's lots of confluence. It's worth the risk, maybe with a small position for that major bounce. So overall, I'm in a hedge position from my short position. So shorting here the 29.6, 29.7 after the failed breakout, and also a long position here at the low $28,000 range, knowing that we could still be inside of this range for the next couple of days till we actually see a more volatility, potentially like on Wednesday, where we do have that interest rate decision, which is likely going to be 25 basis point. I think this could have a bearish reaction on the stock market and also in crypto in general. And overall, that means that this pattern over here of the 3 peaks and the domed house is going to come into fruition. So just it's classic sentiment here, classic sentiment. People are a little bit over bullish in my opinion. We need to see that correction, get people scared. Once we are down here, guys, are we no longer bearish at these levels if we do see a sign of strength or a nice consolidation? And that's how the market works. You want to sell at the highs and buy at the lows, okay, of a potential uptrend in this case for the last few months. So we need to be defensive, have very good risk management and good technical analysis. So what am I expecting next? Well, like I said, yeah, we could be still inside of this range for the next coming days. We are hitting a very strong support level here. We did have a kind of a double bottom scenario. This was an absolute beautiful long position mentioned on the Legends trading community. This was about 5-6 days ago. People were extremely scared of this range. And I said, hey guys, this is the moment that you need to be bullish. The reason why, you fail to break out the lows, you create a higher low and you absolutely rock it. A lot of people bearish, not believing that we could get a bounce here from these levels as we were claiming these lows. But overall, that was a bullish sign. We went up. So yeah, like I said, we are hitting the resistance from this kind of double bottom scenario, right? We just about almost hitting that, resistance. You can see right there the price action, bang, 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 bang. You know, the neckline, we're just hitting that neckline. It is the 618 from the low to the high. And it's also, okay, the point of control from the entire range of March and April. So big support. We need to know that there is a possibility of breaking above this level. What would be an extreme bearish sign here for me that we are going to drop aggressively, pay attention here, in the next coming hours and days. If today we do not get that bounce from this level and we break below $28,000 with a relatively nice spike in volume, guys, this is going to be, you know, very, very, very bearish, guys. The lows here of $27,000 and even 26.5 are likely going to be claimed. Pay attention, because I will come back here to this video tomorrow or after tomorrow. If we lose $28,000 with some volume here on the chart, we are likely to eat up 27 and 26.5k level. Okay, so breaking below $28,000 is going to be extremely bearish. We will just have to see the reaction here at $27,000. We might, you know, create a huge, massive double bottom here at $27,000. It's a possibility. I don't know. I will trade that, okay, depending on how we react to that level. If we lose that, and then of course we got these next lows right over here at 26.5, 26.6. Those lows are broken down and we do not get acceptance back above it. Then yeah, that is the road to $25,000 level, which is one of the strongest support levels, of course, because it was strong resistance in 2022 here in August and also here in February of 2023. That is the range that I expect. Volatility, the bulls trying to defend that range if we were to get there. Okay, still very soon to say. We're probably not going to even get down but $27,000 and create a massive double bottom and continue to the upside. It is just a projection. We trade the markets, we trade the levels, we have a plan for our trading. We do not get wrecked, okay? I'm not extremely bearish here, shorting, you know, saying, yeah, we're going to go down here, I'm sure. I short 29.6, 29.7. I take profits. I protect position. I'm also in a long position here at $28,000. I'm defensive. I protect position. So overall, if you are, you know, a true trader here, day trading and swing trading, you're bullish and you're bearish, okay? So this is what I don't understand from other people, you know. You only see either extremely bullish people or extremely bearish people. We need to have a bit of a mixed sentiment here, because if not, you cannot trade the market, okay? You need to be bullish one day, bearish another day. It's just like that, depending on how the price does react. So not much more to say. The possibility in breaking here and bouncing is very, very high. Like I explained, the support levels that we do have. We lose $28,000 with a nice spike in volume and price action. Price action is pretty aggressive here, going to 27.6, 27.5k. Yeah, guys, it's just these lows are likely going to be eaten up, okay, by the bears, and the bulls will not defend this range after this price action, okay? We're likely to lose those lows. Just it is how the market moves. So nothing to discuss about that. Bullish case scenario, we get the bounce, bulls start bringing in volume here at the $28,000 range, okay, not losing, you know, maybe hitting 27.9, getting a bounce here very nicely, not managing, you know, if this does happen, this will be bullish, eh? If we do get a spike down here in the next coming hours and we claim above the levels again, we could see a sign of strength here. And this sign of strength, of course, could get a run up all the way here to the lower high range, okay? We are kind of forming a symmetrical, not extremely symmetrical, it's more of an ascending triangle scenario. Overall, you are creating lower highs right over here. So that possibility here in creating, all right, this ABCDE, right, kind of corrective move inside of the, you know, like I said, I do still strongly believe that we are going to come down to these levels in the midterm, and this is an A, B, C type of corrective move, okay? It's just very, very likely, guys. This lower high here it's just very, very likely. I'm sorry, I have to say. Yeah, once we do get that C corrective move, you know, and start moving down, then yeah, I'll start getting, you know, thinking bullish if we do see that sign of strength, double bottom scenario, and you know, it's sign of strength, basically. So overall, still remaining midterm bearish. Short term, yeah, we could get this bounce here. We're hitting support. A potential small term bounce, you know, is likely. I'm very, very defensive with longs at the moment. and more aggressive with short positions. If we do get that breakdown of 28k, guys, with nice volume, this is going to be absolutely beautiful. You know, 27,000, 26.5 likely to be claimed, and it will be fast and it will be painful. And it's just like that. When we capitulate big time, guys. People don't expect these large move down, and then when we have them, it's like, oh my goodness, what happened? Well, when we take a look at these kind of patterns on the higher time frames, such as the 3 peaks and the domed house, you know, we very much expected this potential move. Just stay cautious with your trading, guys. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.